Hello Unchained family, this is Faith Unchained, where we teach you how to break the chains that bind you. So guys, if you're new to this channel, I ask that you please subscribe and be sure to click on that notification bell beside that subscribe button so you stay alert to any time I upload a video. Like this video because each like helps us to get seen by more viewers like yourself, and please share this video and our content with everyone that you know. Last week I saw a very good movie. I didn't expect it to be very good, but you know, it's a movie that my girlfriend chose for us to watch on Redbox, so we watched it. The Art of Racing in the Rain. And upon seeing it, there was a quote that I heard in the movie that resonated with me. So here it goes. It's not about winning or losing, but did you try? There's no dishonor in losing a race. There's only dishonor in not racing for fear of losing. Hearing this quote made me realize some things about our everyday lives and how much it applies to them. More importantly, this phrase applies to our relationships and marriages too. And as I continue to see a decline in committed relationships and an increase in divorces, I feel that, you know, this is even more so important to continue to talk about, right? So first, people get too caught up with winning. And what I mean by that is people only want to experience the good times, right? They never want to experience bad times. They never want to go through struggles or adversity within, you know, life or relationships, right? They only want good times. So people only want victory. They only want the spoils and the benefits associated with that victory. And in most cases, they want to bypass the hardships and the hard work in order to earn that victory, right? So it's kind of like a J.G. Wentworth commercial. It's my money, I need it now. They want it now. They want it quick, fast, and in a hurry. And that's just not the way things work. Of course, when things are going well in our lives, we feel untouchable. We feel that we are winning and that failure isn't an option. But here's your first hard truth in this video. You can't win all the time. You are not untouchable, and failure is an inevitability. In relationships and marriages, when things go wrong and we have disagreements, right? In those moments, we tend to start thinking that the grass is greener on the other side. If I had somebody different, right? There wouldn't be any fights. There wouldn't be any arguments. There wouldn't be any problems. There wouldn't be any issues. And my partner wouldn't make any mistakes. Virtually, their relationship would be perfect because that's what they perceive to be a good relationship. However, that's a fairy tale. You've been watching too many Disney movies where you think you're a Disney princess and you know, you think you should be treated like one all the time. But that's not the case, and that's not how reality works. And no matter where you go or who you enter a relationship with, there's one commonality that we all have, and that is we all live in these fleshly bodies. And one of the things, a couple things that come along with being in these fleshly bodies is that we are all prideful, we're selfish, we're arrogant, and we're narcissists. And as long as we feel that we're benefiting from a relationship, as long as we feel we're getting something out of it, things are good. But the second we no longer feel that we're benefiting or getting anything out of it, we tend to end the relationship because of these factors, because of the pride, arrogance, the selfishness, the narcissism, as a result of these sinful fleshly bodies. Second, people tend to see losing as this terrible thing that brings dishonor, and they avoid it at all costs because of that fear of failing at whatever they might be doing, right? Some people fear failure so much that they can't even make an effort to at least try. And then they wonder why they never get anywhere. So when they get burned in a relationship, right, they don't enter into a second one. They treat all relationships as casual, or they don't get remarried, or you take a test, you didn't do as good as you thought, even though you studied and gave your all. And as a result of that failure, you feel failure so much that you don't want to take that test again. I've been there. Heck, I failed one of my certification exams 3 times. After the second time, I didn't want to take it again. I took some time off, but I had to convince myself to go and take it a 3rd time. And, as a result, finally passed. But you get my point. But here's another hard truth that we need to hear as individuals. The path won't always be easy. There will be obstacles. Conditions will not always be in our favor. Things will wear and tear, and things will not always go according to plan, as plans tend to change. Because the path is too hard. Few ever traverse it. And when some just don't know how to lose because they're so used to winning. They're so used to winning, even if they never earn that win, right? They become sore losers and they never try again. As a result, these people quit when things get too hard and point the blame at everyone else except the one person they should be pointing the blame at, which is themselves. So, in terms of a relationship, yes, your partner brings half of the problems to the table. But if you were listening to what I said earlier, you bring the other half. So you're half to blame. So whenever we make mistakes, whenever we experience fights, problems, or hard times in relationships, these are things that we perceive as being too hard, and we end up quitting as a result. So it's important that you understand what that loss might be trying to tell you, what it might mean. Because losing isn't a bad thing unless it is perceived that way. So no, losing doesn't feel good. But good can come out of it, as that loss can be potentially a blessing in disguise. With the right mindset, we can realize that failure is simply the opportunity to begin again, but this time more intelligently. Refining what we know with what we've learned to build off and improve to become even better than we were before. You must first know failure to come to know and truly appreciate success, as failure is success if you learn from it. Failure is success if you learn from it. So don't be afraid to fail, but be afraid to not try, because not trying leaves you stagnant and no better than you were before. With faith, life, and relationships, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Things don't just happen right away. It takes time. It requires patience. And realize it's not about winning, but about finishing and giving your best in between start and finish. And one last thing that I do want to say to those who don't try for fear of failing, to those who doubt that they have the strength to go on because it's too hard, and to those who are so used to winning that when they finally do lose, they just simply quit and give up. Know that we've been given the power to overcome the things of this world. And with God, all things are possible. It's not impossible to finish the race, but only becomes impossible if you never start off to begin with, as faith is doing. You don't start changing or seeing changes unless you start putting your faith in what God's word says into practice. This is power as believers you already have access to. But you must make the choice to use this power. So guys, that's it for today's video. If you like what you saw, please like this video and leave any questions, comments, or suggestions that you might have about today's video or any future video, and I'll do my best to get back to each and every one of you. And really quick question, guys. So, are you constantly trying your best despite whether you feel you're winning or losing? Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. I would like to hear them. And please, if you're new to this channel, I ask that you subscribe. And be sure to click that bell right beside that subscribe button so you stay alert to any time I upload a video and you don't have to miss a single one. Like this video because each like helps us to get seen by more viewers like yourself. And please share this video and our content with everyone that you know. Guys, thank you so much for watching. This is Faith Unchained, where we teach you how to break the chains that bind you. Until next time, take care.